Good morning, students. Let us start with next part of the chapter kinetics. Today, we will talk about integrated rate equations, first for zero order reactions and then for first order reactions. Let us consider a reaction R changes to P. We can write the expression for rate as this will be minus d by dt of R is equal to K into R raised to power 0. We have taken here 0 because we are taking zero order reaction. You know, anything raised to power 0 is 1. So, the expression becomes minus dr by dt is equal to K. Or we may write dr is equal to minus K into dt. Integrating both sides, R will be minus kt plus I, where I is integration constant. At time t equals to 0 and the concentration of reactant R will be written as R0, where R0 is initial concentration of the reactant. So, this formula will become R0 is equal to I. Here you can see R0 is equal to I. Substituting the value of I, what we get? R is equal to minus Kt plus R0. Now, you can see that this is an equation of straight line. Y is equal to mx plus c. If we plot a graph taking R on y-axis, t on x-axis, then we will get a straight line where slope of the line will be equal to minus k and intercept will be equal to R0. From the same formula, k can be calculated as R0 minus R upon T. Here are the two examples of zero order reaction. First, decomposition of ammonia in the presence of platinum catalyst at 1130 Kelvin to give nitrogen and hydrogen. And another is thermal decomposition of HI on cold surface. Both these reactions do not depend upon the concentration of reactants, rather these depend upon presence of catalyst. So that's why these are regarded as zero order reactions. Now let us take the integrated rate equations for first order reaction. Reaction is R changes to P. Similar reaction, same reaction which we have considered earlier. R will be rate is equal to minus d by dt of R is equal to K into R raised to power 1. Since it is a first order reaction, so we have taken R raised to power 1. Or dr upon R will be equal to minus K into dt. Now again integrating this equation, we get natural log of R is equal to minus Kt plus I, where I is integration constant. When t is equal to 0, R will be written as R0, where R0 is considered as initial concentration of the reactant. So, putting the value in this equation, you will get natural log of R0 is equal to I. So, the equation will become natural log of R is equal to minus Kt plus natural log of R0. This is again an equation of straight line y, m, x, c. So, again, if you plot a graph taking natural log of R on y-axis, t on x-axis, again you will get a straight line where slope is equal to minus k and intercept will be equal to natural log of R naught. Now from the equation you will get natural log of R upon R naught will be equal to minus kT. From this equation you can calculate K as equal to 1 by T natural log of R naught upon R. Now if we have an equation for which natural log of R naught is equal to minus KT1 plus natural log of R naught, and natural log of R2 will be equal to minus KT2 plus natural log of R naught. Here R1 and R2 are the concentration of reactants at time T1 and T2. Now we will subtract this equation. We will subtract this equation from this. Let us see. Natural log of R naught minus natural log of R2 will be equal to minus KT1 minus KT2, or you may simply write as natural log of R1 upon R2 will be equal to K into T2 minus T1. This formula you will be requiring while you are trying to solve the numericals. Now from this equation, we have already read this equation, K is equal to 1 by T natural log of R naught upon R. Let us change natural log to the log with the base 10. So it becomes 2.303 upon T log of R naught upon R, or log of R naught upon R will be equal to KT upon 2.303. Again an equation of straight line, y into m, y is equal to mx. Here C is not there, so intercept will be 0. So means we will again get a straight line, but now passing through the origin at C is equal to 0. On x-axis we have taken T, and on y-axis we have taken log R naught by R. Then slope will be equal to K upon 2.303. Here are some examples of first order reaction. First is hydrogenation of ethene, and second all natural and artificial radioactive decays of unstable nuclei. Suppose the first order reaction is in gas phase. Here we have taken the reaction. In gas phase reaction, you cannot measure the molar concentration. You will have to measure the partial pressures. Let Pi be the initial pressure of A. Pa, Pb, Pc be the partial pressures of A, B and C after time T. Total pressure Pt will be for all the components. What you will get here? You can measure initial pressure, you can measure total pressure, but you cannot measure experimentally Pa. Now, if X be the decrease in pressure of A at time T and X be the increase in pressure of B and C, so we can write here A changes to B plus C at time T is equal to 0 means initially pressure of A will be Pi or P1, whatever you find to be convenient, you can take the symbol. B and C will be 0 atmosphere. At time T, there is a decrease in pressure of A by X, so we will write it is P1 minus X, and B it is X, C again it is X. What will be total pressure? Total pressure will be Pi minus X plus X plus X. So you can calculate x from here. X will be Pt minus Pi. So you can calculate Pa. Pa will be Pi minus x. So Pi minus, in place of x you may write as Pt minus Pi. So it becomes 2Pi minus Pt. Now whenever you get in numericals based upon the gas phase reaction, you will have to calculate Pa, and the value of Pa, the expression to calculate Pa will change depending upon the stoichiometric coefficients of a reaction. No set formula can be used here. This is the formula, P1 upon Pa. Yes, P1 means P initial pressure, and for Pa that value, that expression, here it comes to be 2Pi minus Pt, that you have to calculate. It will vary from reaction to reaction. Here is a question for you. The following data were obtained during the first order thermal decomposition of N2O5 at constant volume. Equation is given to you. At time t equals to 0, total pressure. What is this pressure? This pressure will be pressure of N2O5, because initially when time is 0, products are not present. Now, after 100 seconds, the total pressure means partial pressure of N2O5 plus partial pressure of N2O4 plus partial pressure of O2 is given to be 0.512 atmosphere. You have to calculate the rate expression. Yes, formula, this formula is to be used, which is Pi upon Pa. Pa means partial pressure of N2O5. But here, the how will you calculate partial pressure of N2O5? It is a hint for you. Initial pressure is given to you 0.5, and you see 2 moles of N2O5 react to give you 2 moles of N2O4 and 1 mole of oxygen. So partial pressure of N2O5 will be 0.5 minus 2x. For N2O4 it will be 2x, but for oxygen it will be x. So total pressure will be 0.5 minus 2x plus 2x plus x. From here you can calculate partial pressure of N2O5, because first you will have to calculate the value of x. Right? So partial pressure of N2O5 will be 0.5 minus 2 into Pt, total pressure, minus 0.5. Total pressure is given to you as 0.512. Right? So it is just an hint. You have to solve this numerical by yourself. Thank you.